I was thinking about we're talking about marriages, arranged marriages, the age differences, and we've talked about before how young is too young, how old is too old, right?
For marriage?
For people just to be in a relationship, period,
Oh, okay.
being married. And so it leads me into, I always got to bring a little bit of what's in recent news. So what's in
Hmm.
recent news is about two like hip hop royalties, and I am just like so saddened. What is
You
un-
know, I never look at the news.
I know, girl, but this is my TikTok news,
Okay, okay.
my gram news. Um, everything that's unfolding with Kimora Lee, Simmons, and Russell Simmons. Did you even hear about that?
So from what we heard about from before is new stuff.
No, the same stuff. Kind of some new things have been kind of put out there, a little bit more conversations about it because it just leads to kind of opening up like Pandora's box. And now people are kind of shining a light on this kind of forbidden relationship. You know what I
With
mean?
the age, was it the age?
The age, definitely people are looking into that now. So one hand, some people are happy that they are speaking up about things. And I think that they're happy because it's news, right? It's newsworthy, captures your attention. You're in the business of a family that you never heard. Straight path, especially him, right? And now you're kind of looking at them with a whole different lens. Um, and at the same time, some people are happy that she's speaking her truth.
Who's she? Kimora?
Mora, yeah.
Oh, she's speaking out against Russell?
Yeah. So
Oh, okay, okay. See, I don't, yeah, I'm not, I don't know
yeah.
what's happening. Clue down, fill me in.
So what's happening is on Father's Day, one of the daughters, the youngest one, um, that looks and sounds like Russell,
Hmm.
this one put a post on the mother of the picture of a mom, and I think with the two girls stating, Happy Father's Day, thank you for being there. So of course, dad wasn't happy about that. So he reached out to her complaining about that picture and just going into. So I got this damn popcorn kernel.
I'm like, I'm here. I'm like,
Joking on camera.
wait a minute.
I want one. And so he went on a rant. They FaceTime, and so the young girl actually was recording him going on this rant and posted it
Oh, wow.
on social media. Muted it, but you can read his lips. And a lot of F bombs, and it's because of your mother and blaming her and blah blah blah. So, a whole long story short, he's actually, she kept her name. Kimora kept her name,
Hmm.
Simmons, for so many years. And they actually were like best friends even through her marriages. And come to find out, he's actually the godfather to the children that she's had with her other mates.
Hmm.
So, which shows a unification. What
Hmm.
happened is that Kimora had married this guy who was doing a Ponzi scheme. And allegedly, she spent a lot of their money, millions, almost $40 million that
Mm.
belonged to Russell on on his case and trying to help him out or whatever like that. So
Really?
that's what he
I
stated.
kind of sort of heard about this Ponzi thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was there.
Because
That
that was a while ago, right?
was a long time ago. I was like,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
or something like that. So now he's stating that he's broke. He has
Oh, Russell Simmons?
hello. He was supposed to be like the first. He was slated years ago, remember, to be like the first black hip hop billionaire. And now
So he,
he
huh,
has no money.
wow.
But rich people not having money is completely
Right, right, right.
having money. He definitely doesn't have any $44 million. Doesn't
Right.
he doesn't have millions. He might have.
Right.
For him, maybe $10 million is broke. We don't know what.
Right, right. It's with the lifestyle and expenses and all that. Like
Exactly.
the cutback would be have to be crazy. But go on, because I want to know what's going on here.
So yeah, all that came into the light, and so she went off on him and saying that she has all these receipts, that's Komora, and that there's a lot that she knows that she can expose. And so, there's Diddy's also like been in the media with his alleged things that's been happening. Um, and so I just honestly, I was just so saddened by that because we shouldn't have anybody on a pedestal, right? But still, part of our growing up, you see Russell like, yo, from the trenches, made it. He's up here. We always see him so zen, the godfather of hip hop or whatever. To see him, yo, he's almost 70 years old.
I mean, he gotta be. He gotta be. I'm surprised he's not. You saying
Yeah,
he's almost? He's
yeah.
not.
I think he's like 66, but
Oh, okay.
he
Yeah.
started dating Kimora when she was like 15. He was 30 years old.
Yeah. Hip hop is 50 years old. He's he
Like,
was grown when he was in.
really, no,
Started.
I didn't even piece it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was like 20.
So he started dating her when she was 15.
'Cause she was like the high fashion model at 15, 16. So that's the
Okay.
age that he started kind of like courting her.
Uh-huh.
That's when they started dating. And it's funny because I'm looking at then and I'm looking at now.
Hmm.
Then people knew about it, but it wasn't any real like, ooh, they knew
Right,
about it.
where was her people? I'm not listen, first disclaimer, not condoning any adult like being a predator on a child, but where were her the agency? Where was her parents? Where was if her parents wasn't there because I don't know where she's from, and they sent her here. Where was her guardian? Like, where was some person of authority at that? You know what I'm saying? And then where was it somebody to check him if this is true? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But I think because it's entertainment business,
oh, yeah,
I personally feel that entertainment has a certain set of rules, real life has a certain set of rules. Entertainment, it's okay in their eyes. It's okay if I'm this age, you're this age. We're both in the entertainment business, we're both making millions of dollars. It makes us equal.
I don't think that they think it's okay. I just think they can just get away with anything. Like, I don't really think that anybody that engages in that, they know that that's not okay because they don't want anybody to know that. Like, this would not be an argument if it was okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't ever think that anybody thinks that it's okay. They just, it's more of a blind eye over there. Their stuff is more hidden and all that, kind of stuff like that. But wow, really?
Yeah, so everything is unfolding. I mean, it pops up on like on my YouTube feed and stuff like that. So that's how I get to find out what's going on. But it just saddens me so much that two people you kind of look up to in hip hop, they both contributed a lot to hip hop, a tremendous amount of fashion to bring everything full circle with Baby Fat and Fat Farm, where all these years later, your kids are grown and now we're here. And
Yeah.
all of our business is just that's the sad part about the
Yeah, I
internet.
mean,
Everything is just zoop.
right, it's out for the public, and that's what happens when you get with somebody and everything is wrong from us. At some point, that pimple is gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? When it's wrong, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's not saying that it's going to show up today or tomorrow, the wrongness. It's unfortunately now we done had families and this and that, and now it's showing up how wrong that shit was.
Yeah. And the
You know what I'm
kids
saying?
are grown.
There's
One is like
yeah,
25, the other one is like 23.
now it's showing up, but I mean, with anything, if with anybody that's in a relationship, oh, child, how you get married, divorce, 10, 15 years later, because they should have, because they got married, it was wrong when they got married, but then they went on, they had some good times, but it's always been wrong. You know what I mean? It's always, and it's still, and it goes back to that part where we were talking about where, you don't show up as yourself. You have this representative, and not the 3 month good, I'm on my good behavior representative, the representative of this is not who you are as a person. Like, if you showed up as your authentic self, like yourself that is supposed to be the artist, or yourself that's supposed to be the doctor, maybe you wouldn't have even went out with this person because you would have known that they're not on the same page as you.
Hello.
You know
And
what I'm saying?
maybe it started off with him kind of talking to her, piquing her interest. And when you're young and impressible,
Us.
freaking Russell Simmons at that
Right.
point, you know what I mean? You're like, ooh. And maybe who's to say maybe they got together when officially when they was 21. Like that's when she was 21. Like that's their truth, what they know, right? We don't know. if they were intimate or whatever the case may be, just the fact that he was kind of courting her at a
On
young,
that,
huh?
is she speaking on that, or is she just speaking on the money aspect?
She's talking about all the things that she knows about him, bringing receipts.
No,
Um,
but her and him. Is she speaking on that he
the social media
okay.
is shedding a light on their age gap difference. But there's no difference in Beyonce and Jay-Z. Well,
Oh.
no, I think they're close in age. No, they
Yeah, that's yeah, but yeah, she's 40.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they're
But
like 10 years.
yeah, but she's not I'm trying to see if it's more of a, people on the outside saying, hyping it up about
It's
the
more
age thing.
people on the outside, it's not her,
She's
but
not
it's
saying
people on the outside who are not shedding a light on that because I think he might be living outside of the country because of some almost like a Bill Cosby type of situation where now they're trying to say that he um, kind of forced himself on women, something along those lines, allegedly, something along those lines.
I don't know anything about that, so I can't really speak on it. I mean, I could
He's
speak on the
outside the
point
country.
of you always gotta,
Yeah, he's outside of the country. I'm not sure where he's at.
okay.
He's not because yeah, they're actually looking to like arrest him or something like that. He's
Really?
been outside the country for a couple of years now.
Wow.
A couple of years.
Telling you, money is a beautiful thing because it's a tool that we all need, but it just makes people get to this point where because at one point they were really cool with each other. They were families were integrate. You know what I'm
Best
trying to say?
friend.
They were intertwined, and
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. And like they got to this point, which appears they got to this point because of the money.
Because of the
Like
money.
when you don't use money, is you utilize improperly. It's just like
Money is
or
the
when you get into something just for money, like you don't have no passion about it, you don't have no love for it, you just want that money. Like I get it, we need money to live. Money is definitely a tool that we need, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't use it for like evil. When you do, it comes back on you.
yeah, it's so unfortunate
Yeah, it is.
about them. I really hope that they're and especially for the kids because they're the ones that little girl was so broken. If you watch the video, so broken, just looking for help. I mean, and she's in therapy and everything she was stating, because of everything that they went through. But it's like, and it just leads me to, you know, what when we see celebrities or we see people, we seem to think that their life is perfect, right? And I don't mean we as in you and I, but people generally be like, oh, I wish that I had their life. Or I wish you just never know what's behind those smiles, what's behind those closed doors, where people are so envious of what other people have. You don't know their story, you don't know what they're going through. And it's just so sad that we're living in a time that people feed off of that. It does, they're not able to kind of deal with their issues outside of social media.
Right. And that's the whole thing with covered in what somebody else has. Like that's totally covered in seeing a celebrity or seeing somebody and saying that, I mean, everybody wants joy and wants happiness. Yeah, I want that kind of happiness. You know what I mean? I want that in my life. Yeah, but to say, oh, I wish. Like when you start getting that little evil eye, oh, I wish, oh, I like what they got. That's when that you cross that line sometimes, and it gets like you wind up messing with a married man, or you wind up messing. You know what I mean? Those kind of things start happening. So
Yep.
you got to be very, 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 very careful with that.
Very careful, honey. Very
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, yeah, and looking on social media, please. One day, I mean, I personally know people that be at odds with that person 1,000%, and on social media they're like,
I
and I'm
see,
like, for real?
I see it too, honey. I see it too. Well, I really
Yeah,
hope they fix their things and
yeah,
one of them takes the high road and
because
try
they have two children. They got,
they have
a family. I mean, if anything criminally is going on, that's so unfortunate. But yeah, if they could get it together, would be,
yeah.
some shit I totally wiped that away. I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say.
Yeah, but prayers up for that family.
Yes, prayers up for them, sis. Absolutely, absolutely.
They can get the healing that they need.
Yeah, for
Well,
all of us, child.